Well, welcome to Extended 2C. This is Mr. Martin's section. We meet second block. I think that's time frame is 9 to 9:50 or something like that. Those times are when I'm available for this class every day, Monday through Thursday. Not necessarily will we have required times every day during those times. Occasionally we will. I know the first one will be this Thursday. So today, this video is just to get you familiar with how I'm going to use Schoology to give you this course, and how we'll answer and questions, how we'll give things back to me, how you turn things in. So this might be new to you also. Questions are going to come up. You're just going to have to make sure you ask them. You can't use, oh, I didn't know how to do that as an excuse. If you don't know how to do it, that means you have a question and you have to ask. You got to get real comfortable with either you can email a question to me. You can make me a video and send me a video through my email. I mean, it doesn't matter to me how we do it. We can set up a Google Meet. But again, you'd have to email me and say, hey, can we meet at this time, just to make sure it works for everybody. So that's the main thing about this class. And I would tell you for all your classes, you have to communicate with the instructor, the teacher. If you don't, it's going to be a struggle for you. And it's going to be frustrating from the teacher standpoint. Because again, if we get emails saying or I don't get an email and I contact you, so why didn't I understand how to do it? My question will always be, why didn't you ask a question? So be willing to. There aren't any dumb questions. This is a new venture for all of us in this total online environment, and we've got to be willing to ask those questions. So we're going to try and set some routines for you, especially if it looks, it looks like we'll probably be finishing the year this way. I don't have that information yet. We will know here probably this week if that's the way it's going to be. But getting those routines set for you would make this experience a whole lot better for you and for me. So the first thing, Schoology, you're going to have to check it from my class every day, Monday through Thursday, even Friday. You should check it Monday through Friday. You're going to check it. We're going to ask you to do a few things each day. If you focus solely on that task, half hour, maybe. And if you think about what you would normally do in a class day at school, that's 90 minutes versus, and now you're looking at a half hour. But you got to stay focused. You can't have your cell phone up and texting people or watching other videos and staying getting off task with those things. You just stay focused for 30 minutes, and you should be able to work through everything. And if questions come up, you know what you need to do. You need to ask for assistance from your teacher. So, Schoology, your extended algebra geometry 2C. The one with the count from Sesame Street. I'm going to click on that link there to take me to my next Schoology or my Schoology page for this. And this is the page that you should see when you open. So the first thing you're going to do every day is you're going to select daily activities. Check me every day. I have a big old note there for you. This is going to be a running sheet of what's the newest thing. I'll put the day on there. I will push the Monday down. I'll put Tuesday at the top. So it'll always be top down in terms of the newest stuff at the top, oldest stuff at the bottom. So every day I'm going to have you answer a daily question. This is me knowing that you're getting on and checking. As long as you answer it sometime that day, that's fine. I wouldn't be trying to do these things at 11 or 12 o'clock at night. If that's the only time you can do it, I guess that's when you'll have to do it. So when you click on that link, it's going to be it says Schoology. It might say Schoology quiz or something like that. But it's just going to have you answer. You're going to say, take it, answer the question, and then you submit it and you're done with that question for today. So that should take you less than a minute once you click on it. So pretty simple to get through that. And again, just for me to make sure that you're checking Schoology every day. And that's the routine I need you to have, is to check it just like you go into school Monday through Friday. You need to check it. This is you showing up for my class every day. And again, if you can't do it at 9 o'clock in the morning, then do it at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. If you can't do it at 5 o'clock in the evening. Again, you're going to have to find that when it works best for you. Everybody's situations are all different, and you're going to have to be flexible. Just like I'm going to be flexible, be extremely flexible, because I know your situations are all different. So once you've answered a daily question, and that's right here in the middle, right? That's the daily question. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at what I'm assigning you. So I have an assignment in Schoology. You'll notice there's a link right there. That link will take you to the Schoology assignment, so you don't need to go back out to an assignment somewhere. It should be right there linked in this page every single time. And when I click on that link, it should take me to my assignment. Maybe. Try again. All right. There's my assignment. And then it says, do you want to open in Kami? And you're going to say yes. And you're going to click on open in Kami. So when I open in Kami, it's going to take a minute, just like mine. You might get some other note here about Kami and how it needs, might have to say, hey, you need to open this way. If something weird comes up there, again, just shoot me an email and we'll answer your question. So a couple things about this first assignment. You'll notice we'll sometimes have YouTube links in there. So you will watch that first. It's not in your daily calendar. Someone changed that page. So that you'll find that link right here. And then you should be able to answer the questions A through J. I believe it's J down at the bottom, or A through H. And then if you need any more information on functions in this situation, there's another video at the bottom. But you'll answer those. You can either type in Kami. You'll notice over on the far left, you have the drawing tool. You got a text box. You would just insert a text box and start typing. You actually add an equation if you wanted to. But when you get done, you have to make sure in the upper right-hand corner that you select turn in. So don't forget to turn in, right? It's very important that you turn that assignment in. Again, that's in the upper left-hand or right-hand corner, where it says turn in. It has a little arrow shooting down. Kami automatically makes you a file for yourself. This gets sent to your Schoology folder, which I can see. I can see that you've turned it in, and then I have access to your answers. It says it's due on Tuesday at midnight. So that's the next day. In case you don't get it done or time runs out. But just know that on Tuesday, the next thing goes up. So the thing you need to do is plan out that 30 minutes every day, whenever it is, and try to work through the things that I'm asking you to work through. What if I don't get it all done? Still submit it. At least you submitted something that I know you're at least attempting. So I got to have evidence somehow that you're learning some things along the way here. And and if you don't turn things in, I'm not going to know if you're learning anything. Let's see here. Anything else? I think that would be it for today, right? I think if I go back to my first page here, I go back in here. I think it says due at 9 a.m. I'll change that to match up with what I said on the assignment. But don't let things pile up. Don't think, I'm just going to cram it in all at the end of the week. that's probably going to be more painful. If you just take care of it all at once or each day, just do a little bit, I think you're going to find yourself successful in this class. Okay. Again, things are going to be different. Quizzes and tests. You're not going to have paper and pencil tests necessarily. Occasionally, I'm going to ask you to show me some work, and we'll have a method for that. We'll teach you how to submit those things. So you're going to have to be flexible. You're going to have to understand that this is not going to be perfect. I'm not expecting it to work perfectly. I'm going to be very lenient at the beginning here. But once we've done something 3 or 4 times, then the expectation is going to be that you know how to do this and you need to get it done. This only works if both of us are working. I'll be available every day at, I believe it's 9 o'clock to 9:50. But that's not the only time I'm available. I will be available throughout the day. You can always contact me by email and say, hey, ask me a question, or you send me, hey, can we meet on Google Meet? And I'll go, okay, let's meet at, let's say 4 o'clock today. And you say, okay, I'll send out you an invite, and then we'll meet at 4 o'clock on a Google Meet, and then we can see each other, our faces if you want. It doesn't matter to me, but we can at least talk. And then I can also call you. I will, if you are willing to give me your phone number, I will call you from a Google Talk number. It won't be my personal number. So we would communicate that that's what's going to happen. But again, you gotta be willing to ask questions and be willing to communicate. So as your questions come up, please send them to me. I'm looking forward to working with you. Again, it's going to be slightly different for everybody. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but we'll get the hang of it, and you might actually like it. Some of you down the road might be going to Kirkwood. There's a lot of classes online at Kirkwood, so getting that feel for you being responsible, not someone looking over your shoulder every 5 minutes to make sure you're doing your work. Those are lifelong skills that you can learn here. And then just the fact you're working with technology to do some things that you haven't done before necessarily. So again, questions, if you got them, let me know. You'll see another Screencastify later this week. You won't see one for every lesson. It'll be here or there, and we'll see how things go. Again, questions, email me. Have a good rest of your day.